So in this video, we want to look at using filters. So we've got this table we have set up here, pretty simple with a pre-test and a post-test, and we've got one for each quarter. And then we've got some demographic information and student information here. So the first thing is to understand the difference between filtering and sorting. Sorting means that we're going to arrange these database records here within a certain order. With ours, we've arranged this from a sorting perspective from last name and then first name so that everything is sorted in that direction. So when we sort, we're basically going to go in and arrange the data in a certain order. Whereas filtering allows us to go in and to hide records that we don't want to see. Now, once you have a table arranged, filtering is then the method to go. Now, when you filter, you'll notice up the top here, each of these down arrows, and these are the filters. So for example, we can go in here to grade, and when we click on grade, it'll pull up this filter table here, and you can see on this filter table here that we have 9th and 10th grade, and we've got some other ones that we're going to look here in a second. We can go in and check off the 9th, and so now we're just left with 10th grade. So when we click OK, there, now you'll see with the filter running that all we're seeing now is 10th grade. You can notice over here where the records are, you can see in blue, and you'll notice the numbers missing because those are the 9th grade. But so this is a preferred method over sorting, is to look at filters from the perspective of this is how you want to view things. So sorting a lot of times would allow you to pull it to the top, but instead of pulling it to the top, we're not moving the data. We're simply just pushing away what we don't want to see. Now we can use multiple filters. One of the easiest way here is we'll go into gender. We'll take out females. So now we're looking at just males, and now we can use multiple filters. And this is one of the key factors to working with tables, is using all of these filters, because now we can go in here. So there are just Hispanic males. Now all of this data is fake, so ignore names and all of this information. So none of this stuff is real. So you can see here now we have just Hispanic males. So we could come on to this side now and take out 9th graders and just look at 10th. So now we have 3 filters working. So one of the main things here with filters is it allows us to use multiple filters and really narrow down our data much quicker than it would be if we were just sorting it. Now with one click we can go here and clear the filter. And then that brings all of our data right back. The other thing we can do is when we go into the filters, when we have these numbers and we have text filters, number filters here, you'll see all the numbers listed, but if we go to number filters, we can go in and we can put some qualifications here. So for example, we can say we want to see all grades that are greater than or equal to. And so now we can choose a number. We can put a number here, so we'll say 70. So any numbers that are greater than or equal to, or we can use and you've got this or. So now when we look at it, here are all of the grades that are above a 70. We can filter these. You can, as we scroll down, you'll notice there's none that are above a 70. So the number filters are going to allow us to get a lot more work in. We can do between. This is one of the ones I like to use a lot of. So we're going to say between an 80 and a 90. So now looking here are all the grades between an 80 and a 90. And so those are the number filters you can work with. You've also got where you can come over here, text filters, equals with or begins with. So for example, one of the things we could do here with last names is we want to say begins with, and we're going to say the letter B. So now here are just our B students whose last name begins with the letter B. So you can filter by different ways. This is one of the great things about filtering that beats what you would do with sorting any day of the week, is using these filters. You can also filter by color. So for example, if we just come over here, take this group, we'll just make them orange. So pre-test, filter by color, cell color orange. Now where this comes into play is when we start looking at conditionally formatting, so that we can say basically scores it with whether within certain ranges term different colors, and then we can sort by those colors. So we will come back to filtering by color when we start looking at conditional formatting here soon. But you can see how much more effective filters are than traditional sorting.